Free primary school photographic workshops were a big hit when they were first trialled 3 years ago with just 12 workshops. This year, thanks to the sponsorship from the Commonwealth Bank of Australia, 100 primary schools throughout the nation are now eligible for a free workshop. To tell us more, I welcome the chair of the Moran Arts Foundation, Mark Moran. Welcome to you.
It's good to be here, Susie.
Now, you're best known for aged healthcare. Now you're helping the grandchildren.
Well, there's a nice holistic sense to that, isn't there? The old people on one hand, which we take care of, but ultimately it's the kids and the next generations as well that's important to focus on.
What's the aim of the workshops?
The workshops is to give children the opportunity to access the revolution in technology, which is digital cameras, but also to provide them a high level of professional tuition or teaching that assists them bring out the creative perspectives on life.
Because really photographs are very much an art just like painting, aren't they?
Very much so, and it's interesting that if you're looking at children who do have their own individual perspective, but that perspective often doesn't come out through art programs or through maths and English, that it's an opportunity for them to excel in something that they normally wouldn't get an opportunity to do.
And these workshops are very hands-on, aren't they?
Totally hands-on. It's actually the connection between the child and the digital camera, and ultimately the child going out into the field, into their environment, that allows them to create something of meaning to both the child and to their class as well.
We are looking at some of the photographs and some of the young, very talented photographers. They are so creative, Mark.
It's really remarkable that we also run the Moran Prizes for contemporary photography. So we have the professional photographers who are wonderful, but the children's perspective is both unique to a child's perspective on the world, but also from a creativity point of view. Like there's one picture that was in this year's finalists of a worm in the dirt. And you wouldn't see a professional photographer doing it, but it's such a great image.
Were you overwhelmed by the response you had?
We had over 4,000 entries for the prize, so that is in itself a staggering involvement from different communities.
And a lot of students entering as well?
Yeah, lots of students. So that's a flow on from the workshops, is that a lot of those students then go on to enter a prize and have their works held at the State Library, online, on the internet, touring around Australia.
Now, there are only 100 workshops. I mean, I know that's a big increase, only in over 3 years, but that's not going to go around to every school in Australia. Is there a preference to any particular school?
Well, we really target lower socioeconomic areas, and that is mostly rural Australia. And one of the big upsides of that is that I've had so many principals and teachers call us or write to us saying that their schools mostly miss out on any programs that are available because they're small. Often you have mixed classes of different ages, and they're not mainstream. They're not on the circuit. So to have a professional photographer go out and run a brilliant course is a very exciting dynamic for them.
So you're going to favour more regional and rural areas as opposed to the main capital city?
Very much so, because again, it's giving kids an opportunity who really otherwise wouldn't get those opportunities.
We've been having a very successful series here on the network called Underbelly. How do you feel about having the same name, different pronunciation to an Australian gangster, so to speak?
Well, for the first time, I was in a video store getting a movie on Saturday night, and the 15-year-old guy there said, "Oh, I love the name. Never had that happen to me before." So I thought, oh well, that's an upside to it.
Now, tell me, will we at any stage, hopefully, get a workshop for every school around Australia?
Well, it's something that we are actually working on. We've got a group of professional photographers who are workshopping, so to speak, this whole idea. And we had 1,200 applications for workshops last year, so that's only going to increase that number. And what we want to do is get out a program that we can both get a photographer to various schools, but also give teachers or photographers within an area that are interested in running the workshops the capacity and the tools, if you like, to also be able to do something that's comparable. So maybe 3,000, 4,000 would be a good target over the next few years.
Great stuff. A great initiative. Congratulations.
Thank you, Susie.
Thanks, Mark. And of course, if you'd like to sign up your school, there is a direct link from our website, and it's the 2008 free photographic workshops. Now, you've got to be in it to win it, so do log on and check that out. We'll be back right after this.